Alright, so we are going to do the weekly roundup for ULTY. Before we get started, just a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice, and this video is for entertainment purposes only. I am not affiliated with any of Yieldmax's sub-advisors or advisors, and I do not own necessarily all the ETFs that I go over. So this is what we did last week, and I am doing this in portrait mode so you can see all of it. I screenshotted it and put it on my phone. You might just need to zoom in just a little bit if you want to screenshot this. I might be able to make it just a little bit bigger, but actually, there we go. That makes that a little bit better. I don't know why they're not already. I don't know why that one's not. Okay. So I might be able to zoom in just a tiny bit more there. Oh, yeah, I just messed something up. Sorry, I guess. Okay, we'll just leave it alone or else it's going to start moving around some more. All right. Pull it down one more. All these little, I thought I had it just perfect. Well, now I'm having to move everything. Okay. Anyway, so these are the trades that have been captured since inception. Of course, we know we do not have the trades from day one because there was an error upload there. But other than that, we have the data, that we pulled down from the website. Of course, things, if there were errors, things could have been fixed after the fact. But we have that initial data that was on the websites with the exception to February 29th. And yes, this includes all of it, regardless that we've already paid, regardless that they have already paid a dividend or a distribution. So if you look here, on the left side, it's every single ticker that they've had. And the right side, it'll tell you if we currently have a position open or not. I don't know if you've watched the weekend, the Friday's closes video, you would know that all we have at this point are synthetics. So we do have a put and call at the same strike price, but we do not. So we have those long positions, but we do not have any short calls or short positions for any of these yet, because Jay made a comment that they will figure out Mondays what they're going to do going forward. They'll make that plan for the week. But anyway, so if it says open over here on the right hand side, that means, oh, I'm missing one. That means that, sorry, I'm really just trying to get all this stuff to go on the same screen, on one screen here. But if it says open on the right hand side, there's a call put for the synthetic, and if it says close, that means all the positions have been closed out at this point. So if we look at column U, which says all trades, it shows that all the trades that we've captured, they've made $1.2 million, which is 75 cents a share. If we look at the short calls, right now it's showing negative 39K, which is negative 2 cents. And then the synthetics are a positive $1.3 million, which is 78 cents a share. And then in column X, you'll see that we have the current implied volatility for these. For some reason, some of them aren't coming over. Sometimes Google Sheets, it just really, I don't know, it goes in and out. And sometimes I have to wait to do my videos because for some reason it just won't load certain data. But anyway, you can see here we have some IVs from, well, we even have one that's 40, well, I don't think, well, yeah, they've got that closed. So SE is down to 48%, but it's closed. And then, of course, AI 61%, it's closed. But we have a 68%, which is ARM. GitLab 46, but it was closed. But anyway, so that's some of the lower ones. But most of those lower ones are now closed. So it looks like the lowest is possibly 68%. And the highest, well, we got 180. Nope, we have 194% Soundhound. So that's interesting. It is number 9. If we look at the rankings here, it looks like we've had 28 tickers. I thought we had had 29, but I guess not. I guess it's 28 total tickers there. But if we look at our biggest winners, we have Mara here showing number 1. I'm guessing based on what they closed out on Friday, I guess. But this shows a positive total for $478,000. So that's surprising because I could have sworn that one was losing bad or in the negative, right? Um, and then if we look at the number 2 is Riot with 234,000. Number 3 is LabU, which is the biotech ETF, at 231,000, and then GigaCloud number 4 at 181,000. I'm just trying to look. So number 4 was actually closed, and the rest of them were open. If we look at some of our biggest losers right now, if we look at the bottom, we have 26, 27, and 28. So SMCI is the lowest with 300 and a negative 311,000. Then we have the SNDX, which I believe was a pharmaceutical company, but I don't have that on here, so don't quote me on that, but I think it was. But it's a negative 110,000. And then we have FKTX, Viking. Man, I don't know. I can't remember that one. I think that was one of the first ones we had. And I can't remember if that was a pharmaceutical company or not. And I guess the X on the end of it's what's making me think it is. But I could be wrong. Let's see. So anyway, that one was negative 80,000. And then number 25 was Chewy at negative 43,000. But some of these, okay, so the FKTX is actually closed, but the rest of those are still open. So these are just the trades made. Of course, if some of these are open, then they still have a market value of what's open there on those synthetics. But this just gives you a little roll up and screenshot of what they've made. And this is to date, right? So they've paid out $1.06, but total here, well, I guess you can't really compare that unless you know the number of shares they paid out towards versus the number of outstanding shares we have now. So, I don't know. I don't know that we can compare that really. But then over here on the side, you can see that they paid out that dollar and almost 7-cent distribution. And you see here the next declaration date will be April 6th. But the ex-dividend for this one was the 14th, which was Thursday. So if you owned any shares before Thursday or by the close of like 8 p.m. on the 13th, if you own them, you will receive that dividend. And then you can see here, I'd already went over this on the Friday video, but you can see here where we're going up on the outstanding shares and the net assets. We're jumping up pretty quick there, starting from 2.5 million, and we're up to 30, or they are up to 30.7 million. And then I know I've requested to change these. That has not happened yet. And then I have the sector data information over here for the ones that are actual holdings. Over there on the other side, some of those were closed. But yeah, so this SNDX says it's healthcare. It doesn't really tell me what it is, and we don't, so I don't even know how many watch the videos, And then I haven't even been showing them. If they haven't been new, I haven't been showing them showing you what they are. But you can see here, which it's a little hard because now I'm looking at stuff and you're probably on a little bitty screen and the direction I am. So let me just zoom in here. I forget about that sometimes with me being on an iPad. But if I zoom in here just a little bit, you can see the sectors and the industries for these. I'm going to scroll down so you can see. So we do have, yeah, this one was a pharmaceutical. And then we had mind medicine. And this, yeah, this SNDX was also a pharmaceutical. I thought so, but I just didn't want to be like, oh, it has X on the end of it, so it must be pharmaceutical. But anyway, that'll give you an idea of these holdings if you haven't seen this before, if you haven't watched some of the initial videos. Again, when we have new ones come up on here, I do, open it up and we look at it to see what it is. But we don't cover that every day just because the videos themselves can get long based on, all the different changes going on in these accounts. So, I don't know. Hopefully you like that short little wrap up. And I know we went over a couple of things from the other videos. But let me know. I think the ones that I heard from last week said they liked, seeing this little screenshot with this data on it. But let me know below. I'm also curious about how many shares everybody owns because, I know we have some that have a couple, but then I've been reading some things in the Discord, and it seems like we have some that have like possibly up to 10,000 shares of these. So I'm real curious. So if you want to, you can share below those of you that have shares and how many you have. I could share with you how many I have, but I'll be honest with you, I don't even know. I've been so engrossed in doing my job, taking care of my family, and then staying up late at nights doing this that, yeah, I've made some purchases, or I put some limit trades out there, and they get hit. I don't even know. I really need to get my stuff in order because I don't know what I have, but I know I can tell you right now that I'm not one of those that has thousands of shares of this one. I might have 100, maybe. I don't even, but but that's maybe because I think I bought them in like increments of like 25 is the way I do most of the time, depending on which one it is. I could do 25, 50, or 100. I like even numbers. But anyway, if you want to share how many y'all have, y'all can do that in the comments. If you want to let me know if you like this setup here, let me know. But I'll let y'all go. And sorry I haven't got to the other videos that I was hoping to do this weekend. Believe it or not, I'm actually off next weekend. So I have 2 weekends in a row. Of course, my husband will be off next weekend also. So we'll see what all I can get done this week. Maybe I can do some things next week. But y'all I hope everybody has a good week. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.